Oh, brother. Let's get into this. So what happened? What happened to PlayStation 5? Well, I'll just make it short. I'll just tell you what happened. What happened is one guy in a suit named James Ryan, Jim Ryan, the newly appointed CEO and the president of PlayStation, Sony PlayStation. You know what? When I originally wanted to get the PlayStation 5, I was I knew that it was going to be a hard to get console because PlayStation 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, PlayStation has always been popular in the past. So I knew that this is going to be even more popular. But then I started realizing, once I finally got it through StockX this year in April, I started realizing, listen, I like the new user interface. I like some of the features that it has, like a share play. And I like the fact that you can record in 4K and HDR, that you can live stream from it. I like the fact that it has 3D audio. And I like the fact that it has DualSense, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and 3D audio built inside the controller. All of these features I stand by. I like them. But I cannot just justify this console based on those features. I cannot just justify it based on those features. Those features not being utilized to the full extent, and I'll explain why. We have tons of PlayStation 4 games, like right here. Let me show you. Let me show you here. Actually, let's go to the store. Let's go to the store, PlayStation Store. And I'm going to go over here to the PlayStation Store. And I'm going to go ahead and click on PlayStation 4 Games. There's tons of games here that are not upgraded to take the full advantage of next generation PlayStation 5. Even this game is not taking that advantage, while the Xbox Series X is taking a lot of advantage. To be fair, they're taking a lot of advantage of their current Xbox One, X and S library of games. Look at all these games. Even Detroit Become Human, it's not utilizing PlayStation 5 next generation advantage. The Last of Us Remastered. Why isn't The Last of Us Remastered taking advantage of a PlayStation 5 next generation hardware? Why not? The list goes on and on and on. Why is Batman Arkham Knight not taking the advantage? What about Days Gone? Only 60 FPS unlock frame rate. What about the resolution? Why isn't resolution bumped up to a higher res, at least 1800p with ray tracing and 60 FPS, right? And no loading time. People are going to go to PC version and say, okay, dude, I'll just go stick with the PC version. Where's 120 hertz? Where's the 1440p 120 hertz in Battlefield 1? Why can't we have 120 hertz 1440p on a Days Gone? Why can't we have Uncharted 4 running at the native 4K 30 with a ray tracing? Why? I mean, this video could go forever. Originally I was going to do a live stream. I might do a live stream later on let's talk about PlayStation 5. I mean, there's tons of games here. They're not taking the advantage of PlayStation 5 hardware. That's the reason we bought. Listen to me, guys. This is the reason why you buy a better car. to handle better, to run better. Same thing goes for the next generation console. This is why you buy a next generation console, because you want to take advantage of your PlayStation 4 library to run those PlayStation 4 games in a better way. Otherwise, I'll just stick to my PlayStation 4 Pro. Why should I? No. Ask yourself this question. Then why should I buy this hard to find, overselling, reselling, scalper, super overpriced, overrated, overrated console, over glorified, super expensive, super overrated console? Then I'll just stick to my PlayStation 4 Pro. I mean, look at this. You only saw one PlayStation 5 update here. Where was it? And that was the game that no one really cares about. What was the name? Anyway, I forgot what it was. I can't even find it. That's how hard it is. Why isn't this updated to run on the PlayStation 5 like a Cyberpunk? Why there is no PlayStation 5 update? I mean, I can go on and on and on, guys. And this, what a joke. The Last of Us Part 2. What a joke. Only 60 FPS unlocked. Only 60 FPS unlocked. What a joke. Guys, I want you to understand something. I love PlayStation. I don't like doing this. This hurts me to do this. I don't feel comfortable making this video because I love PlayStation, but it hurts me. I'm gonna start to sound like that song, "Baby, don't hurts me no more." More like Jim Ryan, "Don't hurts me no more." Dude, I'm the biggest fan of PlayStation, even bigger than Mystic. I love PlayStation. I got over 400 PlayStation games that I have accumulated. I love PlayStation, but my God, what happened? What happened here? What went wrong? Performance patch for PS5. 60 FPS. Well, guess what? Technically, you can do 60 FPS on a PlayStation 4 Pro. Technically, you could. What advantages are you taking with The Last of Us Part 2? You're not taking the advantage of fast loading time. You're not taking the advantage of 120 FPS. You're not taking the advantage of ray tracing. You're not taking the advantage of higher textures. You're not taking the advantage of a high resolution. What exactly are you taking the advantage of here? For such a crown jewel, because it is. The Last of Us Part 2 is really like James Cameron Titanic of PlayStation last year. And what the hell happened here? And this is just one example, man. I can go on and on and on. Guys, this video could be, I don't know, 2 hours. Look at these. None of these games are PlayStation 4. None of these PlayStation 4 games are PlayStation 5 update. Where is it? Look at this. I'm scrolling through all these games. And Gran Turismo Sport. Why isn't Gran Turismo Sport updated to take the advantage of 120 hertz? Don't you think the Gran Turismo Sport fanatics who are competing on esports, don't you think they would like to have 120 hertz option, 1440p? I guarantee you they would love to have 120 hertz option, 120 frames per second. They would love that. Where's that? I don't see that. Where's the ray tracing? Where's the high resolution? Where's the native 4K? Xbox Series X can do native 4K 60 on a Forza Horizon 4, on a Forza Horizon 5. But you can't do it on Gran Turismo Sport for PlayStation 5. But you're more than happy to put that 8K logo and just plaster it onto the front of the box. When you purchase a PlayStation 5, that's the first thing you see is the 8K logo. Guys, this is sad. It's sad because you have one guy in a suit. His name is Jim Ryan. Remember that. All of this is happening because you got one guy in a suit. And Ghost of Tsushima. Director Scott. Why aren't we taking the advantage of Ghost of Tsushima? Where's the ray tracing? Don't you think ray tracing would look good on Ghost of Tsushima? I think Ghost of Tsushima screams for ray tracing. Full advantage of ray tracing. Where is it? Don't you think Ghost of Tsushima would benefit native 4K 60 with ray tracing? Absolutely. Don't you think Ghost of Tsushima would benefit 120 FPS? Absolutely. Where is that? Look at this. Biomutant 1080p. 1080p. I want to cry right now. And it's $60. A next generation. On a next generation console. I mean, I'm going to have a panic attacks right now. On a next... I don't want to cuss. I really... Because some people who have families here might be watching this. They might have kids. So I'll try to be nice. I'll try to control myself. This is painful. A Biomutant 1080p. On a PlayStation 5 console. So why? Why should anyone bother to run out and buy a PlayStation 5? Why? If you're not taking the advantage of it, why should I buy a Bugatti if I can't drive it fast? The speed limit is 25 in the area where I live. So what's the point? Maybe I should buy a Bugatti somewhere in the middle of a desert where I can go a little bit faster. Maybe I'm not using a good analogy here. Maybe I'm not using a good example, but you catch my drift. Look, man, this is painful. And let's see the PlayStation 5 games. What do we got here? Tribes of Midgard. I'm super excited about the Tribes of Midgard. Farming Simulator 22, a third-party game. These are all third-party games. I'm super excited about these third-party games that I can play on the Xbox Series X. I'm super excited. And actually, some of them will be included with the Game Pass. Don't forget that. With the PlayStation Plus, you have to pay for this. Just like you have to pay MLB The Show. MLB The Show 21. It's included with the Game Pass. We get it for free. While I and you, who are PlayStation Plus loyal members, we get punished. We get punished by yours truly, Jim Ryan suit. Paying the full price. $60. Full price. Same guy who wants you to pay $75 for every exclusive game. That's Crush Gen. You know what? I'll just buy the PS4 version. You know, I'll just stick with the PS4 version of Forbidden West. And save myself, what? $15. Man, listen. Things are getting worse. And then all these games are going to the PC. Look how many games we have on the PC now. You know, The Horizon, Detroit Become Human, Death Stranding, Days Gone, and God of War is going to be coming on a PC for sure. Excuse me, I cannot talk. Jim Ryan is in my throat. I got to clear it. And look at this, 2K22, $70. Look at this rotten scheme. Look at these schemers. NBA 2K22, rotten schemers. 2K games. People should boycott 2K games. Look at this rotten ripoff. Money whores. Look at this. If I could puke right now, I'd definitely puke all over this monitor. 2K Sports. Sounds like someone pulling down my pants and shoving a dick up my ass. Sorry for the language. That's what it sounds like. Oh, I'm not gonna fall for this trap. 2K Sports. You're not gonna pull my dick on this one. I'll keep my pants tight, closed. Unbelievable, man. Sorry, guys. Jim Ryan is in my throat. Dude, I don't know what to say here. So, what do we have? What do we have right now on PlayStation 5 to play? Where I don't have to... all of these games you have to pay for. Yeah. So what do we have? What do we have on PlayStation 5 right now? Absolutely nothing. What about Ratchet and Clank? Look, I enjoyed Ratchet and Clank. There's nothing wrong with Ratchet and Clank. I had a great time. I love the advantage of the features that I can take from PlayStation 5. But does Ratchet and Clank warrants this super overpriced price tag? Does it warrant it? No, it doesn't, in my opinion. It doesn't, because it's way too overpriced. Do I have a problem with Rift Apart? No, I enjoyed Rift Apart. I love the game. The game's amazing. The game, it's amazing. Look how fast it loads. The game is amazing. Look at this. There's zero loading time. I love these features. But we need to see more of these features. We need to see more of games like this, taking the advantage of the graphics, taking the advantage of the fast loading time. We need to see more of these DualSense, 3D audio, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, features. But we're not seeing that. You know. But is this game enough to warrant the super overpriced price tag? $800? No. It's not. It's not. Oh, that's if you can find it for $800. You might have to pay $1,000 or $950. You know, does it justify $900, $950? No, it doesn't justify $950. Then people say, why don't you play a PlayStation 5? There's just nothing, bro. There's just nothing in there. Absolutely nothing. Where I would say, hey, you know, let's play something. You know, Gran Turismo Sport honestly is the only thing I've been playing. But I can play a Gran Turismo Sport on my PlayStation 4 Pro. Playing it on the PlayStation 5, dude, it's like playing on a PlayStation 4. It's really not taking any advantage of PlayStation 5. It's not taking the advantage of faster loading time. It's not taking the advantage of I need to update this. And then you look at the storage problem, the storage space, not compatible with the other solid state drive SSDs. And then you look at the fact that you can only play the games from the internal SSD, not external SSD. No 1440p option. Where's the 1440p option here? Why don't we have the 1440p option with 120 hertz? I should be able to switch to 120 hertz at any given time. I should be able to do that. Where is that? Where is that feature? Where is that feature here? Where is it? I don't see it. You know, at first I got excited when I got this console. I was like, okay, this seems promising. But now I realize that's it. Why can't I use 120 hertz? Why? I should be able to switch to 120 hertz. My monitor supports 120 hertz. My OLED C10 supports 120 hertz. Why can't I switch to 120 hertz? I should be able to do that at any given time. And then resolution. They put the big 8K logo sticker in front of the box, but the console, it's barely doing a 4K. Barely a barely native 4K console. You can't call this a next generation. You can't even reach. You barely reach native 4K, but you put an 8K logo. Man, I mean, this is like, I feel like I bought a console from a con artist named Jim Ryan. I really felt like I bought a console from a con artist, Jim Ryan. Guys, I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't have a crystal ball. Hopefully, things start looking up for PlayStation 5 next year. But right now, man, this is just dry desert. You're not missing out. Save your money, bro. You're not missing out. If you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, you're good to go, bro. You're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything here. Remember what I just said. You are not missing out on anything. Keep your PlayStation 4 Pro till 2022. Where you can walk into a store holiday season 2022 and buy it for $500, and then you'll maybe have a reason with a Gran Turismo 7 and Forbidden West and Ragnarok. But right now, it's just dry heat. Desert. Nothing. Sahara Desert. Just the sand in the air. Absolutely nothing. You know, super glorified, super overpriced, super overrated console. Guess what I'm going to be playing next week? Flight Simulator. And it's included. It's included. You don't have to pay for it. Now, if you want the deluxe edition, that's luxury. Then you pay for the luxury. But it's included. Guys. And my favorite console, Series S. Small, compact console that can do 1440p, 120 hertz, Dolby Vision, 120 hertz, all these other accolade features, quick resume, full advantage of the SSD, NVMe drive. No complaints. So there you have it, guys. Listen, I hope things start looking up for PlayStation 5 next year. But right now, you really have no reason to waste $1,000. And I never said go run out and buy a PlayStation 5 from StockX. I only said if you were desperate. Only if you're desperate. Only if you're desperate. Purchase a PlayStation 5 from StockX. That was my quote. Okay? So let's leave it at that. Thank you for watching the video.